Good morning, Young Living, or afternoon, depending on where you are. My name is Rita. I'm happy to be your host today for Win the Week. Let's start the week off right. How's everyone doing? Let us know where you're joining us from. It's going to be a great week. I love seeing all of you share around the holidays these amazing products. It's been a really exciting couple of months here, and I just love seeing all the momentum, and I hope that you continue sharing. It's a great time to relax, but also continue sharing the things that you love. So let us know. I see people from Birmingham, love Birmingham, Alabama, Nova Scotia, Canada, Florida. You're all joining from so many places. So welcome. Okay, we have an exciting call today. We have some recognition, as always, from Jessica Taggart is joining us. She's our Global Social and Digital Recognition Specialist. And then our guest speaker today is a platinum leader from Missouri, Ashley Baldwin. I'm so excited to hear what she has to share with all of you. But before we jump into our training, let's go over some announcements so you know exactly what's going on, what to be focusing on. Let me just share my slides here. Okay. One moment. Thank you for your patience. Okay, I think we got it. Perfect. All right. In case you missed it, we have an exciting promo right now. When you buy the Simplified Winter Collection, you can get a free Dewdrop diffuser. How many of you love our Simplified collections, especially this winter one? This one is one of my favorites. This one includes our candy cane, which I have been diffusing this one every day that I'm in the office because it has like that minty, more uplifting aroma. It's like very bright, very minty. But then you get some sweetness. So I just love this one. I've been doing candy cane every single day. And then we also have pink champagne. I would say that's my all-time favorite. Love that one as a personal fragrance. And then we have winter spa, which is perfect for relaxing during all the holiday hustle and bustle. So let me know, which scent is your favorite. Do you like winter spa, candy cane, pink champagne? And as you're sharing this, I want you to really hit on something. I want you to think about those that are using candles, and that's maybe someone that you can share with. And the main thing to focus on when you're sharing Simplified is that these are perfect to substitute those candles to kind of, the common phrase in the field is ditch and switch. But we want to educate on why candles and those really heavily scented candles are not good for us, are not good for our air quality in our homes. And so those candles can emit compounds that affect the air quality and health. So great entry point to Young Living. And this collection specifically, it's so great because I think people want their homes to smell good when guests come over. So what a wonderful time to share this collection. New enrollees can get this on their first time loyalty orders. And then existing customers and brand partners can get this on one-time orders. So get this now while supplies last. You can get a Dewdrop diffuser. That is my spiel on Simplified. I absolutely love it. Next up, we have some training calls this week. Make sure to tune into our Dominican Paradise monthly training call, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. That is tomorrow. So we have recognition. We'll be sharing about the leaderboard, giveaways, and also a special training from one of our leaders. So make sure to join us. It'll be right here on the Young Living USA Facebook page, or if you want to join Zoom, youngliving.com/training. So join us, tag someone that is on their way to earning this trip. This call is such a great time to really re-energize yourself and just get some tips for that last push. We want to see you there on this trip. These trips are life-changing. Another fun call we have. This is our year-end guided reflection. I've been doing this for a few years now, and I feel like December is a perfect time to reflect on your year, learn, and then look forward to setting goals. Like, get in the mindset now and learn from your experiences. How did you do in your business, your personal life? Let's kind of get quiet, get a cozy spot, I wrote down the oils on the bottom of this graphic, and just come prepared with a journal, these oils. There's an event on the Young Living USA Facebook page, so you can register there and join us Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. It's going to be great, and I will guide you through this reflection. That's not all. We have even more calls. We have our rank calls. We do these every month, and you should have received your email already if you have qualified for this a specific rank. These rank calls are wonderful. They're led by our US and Canada sales teams. Great way to get motivated. And we also do recognition on these calls. So Tuesday, we'll celebrate silver, golds, and platinums. Wednesday, executives, and Thursday, we will celebrate stars and senior stars. So can't wait to see you all there. My last announcement for you. New Year kickoff is January 6th. We are going to start the year off with our first Young Living Day, and this will be a live broadcast. So it'll be 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Mark your calendars now, and you can register to host a watch party. So I love seeing people host watch parties because you can keep it very low key, maybe have like an activity if you want to do a DIY, but really it's just joining us, and corporate will be running the broadcast. And you can invite customers, your brand partners, and it's a great time to start the year off and just get that vision for what you want your business to look like. This is such a great time to gather. So register now, host a watch party. We have some fun announcements, so make sure you're there. I can't wait to see all of you, and it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be a great year. I cannot wait. So those are my announcements. Let's do some recognition. I'm going to turn the time over to Jessica Taggart. We're going to celebrate some anniversaries. Jessica, time's yours.
Thanks, Rita. Good morning, everybody. I am so excited to be here and celebrate our brand partners 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25-year anniversaries. This is always such a fun topic, so let's get right in. Starting off, congratulations to our 1,760 star, senior star, and executive leaders celebrating 5 years with Young Living. We are so happy to have each of you here, along with our silvers, golds, and platinum brand partners. Happy 5 years to all of you. If you see a name that you recognize, or if your name is on this slide, let us know in the comments so we can keep the party going. All right, next up, congratulations to all 1,461 star through silver brand partners and our 62 gold and platinum leaders celebrating a decade with this amazing company. We are so grateful for your loyalty and love for Young Living products. Happy 10 years to all of you. And a special shout out to Ashley Baldwin, who is celebrating 10 years this month and is joining us on this call. We can't wait to hear from her later. So happy 10 years, Ashley, as well. And of course, congratulations and happy 10 years to our diamonds, Chelsea and Dustin Tudor, Elizabeth Servin, Jennifer and Ryan McManus, Katie Granger, Nikki Ham, Vanessa Warren, and Crown Diamonds, Marla Bontempo, Shelby and Tyler Polk, and Tracy Black Nielsen and Trevor Nielsen for all celebrating 10 amazing, successful years with Young Living. We absolutely would not be where we are without these individuals. We are so lucky you all chose to partner with us 10 years ago. Moving on to our 15-year milestone. Congratulations to all brand partners celebrating 15 years. We have 118 brand partners who hit this incredible milestone this month. We are so grateful for each of you. What an amazing 15 years. Congratulations. That brings us to our 55 amazing stars, senior stars, executives, and silvers who are celebrating an astounding 20 years with Young Living. Thank you for your consistent love for the products. Your loyalty means so much to us. Again, if you see a name that you recognize, or if your name is on this slide, please let us know in the comments. Last and certainly not least, we have 64 star through gold leaders who have been using and loving Young Living products for a quarter of a century. Unbelievable. Congratulations and happy 25 years to each of you. We are so happy to have you around for the last 25 years and can't wait for the next 25 years. I hope everybody on these slides celebrate with an extra shot of Ningxia Red today. Happy anniversaries to all of you. And that concludes my time for the day. Thank you guys so much. Back over to you, Rita.
Thanks, Jessica. That's so fun to always recognize people that have been here, have been so loyal, have loved our products, and continue just spreading this good message to the world. Like, we have life-changing products. So congratulations to everyone. And I'm also excited because next year is Young Living's 30th anniversary. So anniversaries are a big deal and we are here to stay. This is such a special company. So thank you for being here. Okay, without further ado, let's talk training. Let's get you guys some tips. And we have our special guest, Ashley Baldwin, here. She's a platinum leader from Missouri, and she bought oils in December of 2013. And then she finally hit platinum in 2017. So over the years, she was consistently ranking. Ashley is a childbirth educator, doula, and peaceful birth advocate, along with her wild business, which I find so fascinating because I myself, have a child, and just to see that someone is dedicating their life and their time to helping mothers is just incredible. Today, Ashley's sharing about creating longevity in business, and she's learned this throughout her 10 years of being a brand partner with Young Living. So Ashley, thank you for being on. The time's yours.
Thank you, Rita. Okay, this is so exciting. I don't think I've ever gotten to speak for Young Living corporate before, so yay. And really fun to get shouted out for 10 years of being with Young Living. It's been a very good 10 years. And what I'm going to share with you today is some really high highs that I've had with Young Living, and then some really low lows, because life and business just brings you that, right? So I want to share with you what some of the lessons that I've learned being a brand partner for 10 years. Pretty much right out of the gate with Young Living in 2013, I started building a business. Now, I will say that when my sister-in-law, Jamie, love her so much, introduced me to oils, I was like all about the oils, was totally into it, because frankincense, I can't tell you what it did for me, but it did something really great. And so right away I was like, I need these oils in my life. And she said, oh, there's a business opportunity that comes with it. And I was like, oh, it's one of those. Okay, have fun with that. I won't be doing that. I'm too busy. I was a full-time nurse at the time, 3 little kids. And I was just like, I have too much on my plate. So you know how oils go. You fall in love with them and then you start sharing them. And let me start my timer. I got to start a timer or else I'll just have fun talking to my friends way too long. Anyway, so I started sharing about oils and all the things that they were doing for me, and people just wanted them. So I kept sharing my link, and suddenly I had a business on my hands. Now, I know that's not everybody's story, but that was mine when I jumped into this 10 years ago. So my very reluctant self had a Young Living business. And wouldn't you know it, before I even knew what was really happening, I was in a place to where this business took a lot of my attention and it took a lot of my energy. And that was good because it was building something beautiful for my family. So let me go back to, I started nursing to nurse to moms and babies. I wanted to be a mom and baby nurse. I either wanted to go into labor and delivery, or I wanted to do postpartum or lactation or something. So that's why I went to nursing school. I was like, just get me through all the sick people and get me to the moms and babies, because I was very crystal clear on who my people were, what my message was, and who the people were that I was, honestly, I feel like I was made to help. Okay. So these are my people, was moms and babies and, new dads and stuff. So this whole area. So as a nurse, I was really clear on what I loved. And as a brand new business builder with Young Living 10 years ago, I was really clear on who I was speaking to about oils and about the product. And there was no confusion, because really that was my main thing still in my mind. So as things went on, I even had a hashtag in the very beginning that was and whenever I would talk about oils, it was for the mamas and the babies. That was my hashtag that I used for years. And so I never, veered from that message, and that kept bringing people into me because they could see that I was working from my passion. Right. And that's what drew them was me, not like the message of Young Living. It was the message of my message with Young Living attached. Right. So I was working as a postpartum nurse, a lactation consultant. I was a childbirth educator. I taught natural childbirth in the hospital. And I taught hypnobirthing, and then I had my own baby naturally. And so I had like this whole, really clear message, like I said, of what I was talking about. When I hit gold about 2 years after I started with Young Living, I was still working as a nurse. I was going to conventions. I was going to leadership trainings. I was going to retreats that I had earned, and really getting into the Young Living world, which was the most giant blessing. But also it started pulling me, or I let it start pulling me into being more of a Young Living megaphone rather than speaking my own story, and to the people that really that like my heart was lit up to talk to and to educate, which was moms for their babies. So in late 2016, I was like almost platinum. I quit all my jobs other than Young Living, and I got really into Young Living, business building, teaching my team, and honestly kind of like molded into a lot of expectations that either I truly felt from people or that I had put on myself about how to be a business person with Young Living. And I kind of lost my way, like actually a lot. So at some months I would like be nearly diamond and then, fall back, but I was always there in that like solid platinum zone around 2017. And I really just got more single-mindedly focused on Young Living as my business. And the more that I got single-mindedly focused on the expectations and the burden of that, the harder it became to feel connected to who I was, and even my team and even my network of people that I was like influencing. So my joy sort of evaporated with the business the more I got invested in the single-minded pursuit of Young Living-ish stuff, if this is making sense. And then my influence dwindled. And then I started feeling that burden and kind of like that, the rub of not speaking what I was really passionate about. So I felt like this disconnect, and I started to feel burnout after a few years. People were less responsive to my message because they could just tell I'd become a Young Living megaphone instead of like who I really was. And people aren't interested in that stuff. So now so I will say that I had some huge highs because Young Living is an incredible company, you guys. Like I wouldn't hitch my wagon, whatever. I don't even know how you say hitch my wagon to whatever. I wouldn't do anything else. Okay. Other than like what I'm doing with Young Living brought up beside it. Okay. So let me tell you what I'm doing now. So I had some really high highs with Young Living. I had some really low lows in the last couple of years, lots of self-doubt, lots of imposter syndrome, lots of second guessing, lots of me being like, oh man, my business is, I'm going to make sure. It just said my internet connection's unstable. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Lots of ups and downs, like I was saying. And there was a time that I was like, I really want to relaunch my business and start to feel like a fresh, I don't know, like fresh inspiration in it. Okay, good. I sound good. Fresh inspiration in my business. And then like this icky voice in my head would say like, no, you can't do that. You have so much baggage from these lows that you've been in, and all this self-doubt and all the things that have happened, in your team and with Young Living and in your past and blah, blah, blah. So my voice would tell me, my bad voice would tell me, you have too much baggage. And then I would like step out into my self-coaching self and be like, no, we don't have to see this as baggage. We can see it as experience. And this is like the bricks that you can build like a new vision for Young Living on. You don't have to be weighed down by the baggage of your past. Like you can reframe it. It's not baggage. It's bricks. It's bricks as a foundation that you can build on going forward. So I'm going to tell you a few of my other lessons that I've learned. So right now what I'm doing first is I'm a doula. So I'm working, I'm still working for myself. I didn't like get back into working in the hospital because I really disliked working in the hospital with all the regulations that they have. You guys know what I'm talking about with, the hours that I had to work. So I'm finding ways to work and do the things that I love and that light me up with Young Living and all the way at home. Okay. So I love to work at home. So I'm a doula. I'm a childbirth educator still, but I have written my own childbirth education course and I serve it online. And so it's all self-paced for people and it's online, and I do Young Living all alongside of that. And you guys, the light that has come back into my life with my work it feels so right. It feels so stable. I feel lit up again. And I want that for all of you. So if you're in a place where you've been with maybe Young Living for a while, or you're even just starting out, but you're like, you want to feel like a stable, grounded place to come from when you're speaking about Young Living, that's what I want. That's who I want to speak to right now. So some of the things that I have learned in my 10 years, obviously, from what I'm saying, is number one is never, ever lose touch with your passion and your message. I'm going to bet that probably you weren't created and put on this earth to bring forth the message of Young Living. Like maybe if you were Gary Young, that's what you were created for, right? But you're probably like the thing that God gifted you with is not the Young Living message. It's probably something else that I promise you, because of the wide array of what Young Living offers, Young Living has a product for, or you can bring it right alongside whatever your passion message is, whatever the thing that people come to you and ask you about and pick your brain about, or want your attention with. That's your thing probably, or the thing that just makes you feel like bubbles inside, right? That you just can't contain yourself almost when you're talking about it. You guys, I get so emotional when I talk about birth and stuff. I mean, I'm such a nerd, but like that's what God made me for. So like, let's just embrace it and go with it. And I can bring Young Living right alongside, and people are so much more receptive. And I am so much more happy when I'm talking more about that than I'm talking about my business or the product, if that makes sense. And then it brings people in, and then inevitably your business grows. So stay really deeply connected to your passion, to your message, to what you were put on earth for. And I have ideas for you if you're like, what the heck? I have like no idea what mine, like, what is she even talking about? I don't have like a passion message. You do. Like everybody has something. And I have ideas for how to find yours. So whether your message is peaceful childbirth, which is what mine is, okay, whether it's like just gorgeous natural skin and beauty, or a clean home environment with homemaking all put together, or if you just really love to read books, right? Like I just want to like review books online and have a bookstagram. Okay, fine. Like do that. We can bring oils into all of this. If your passion or your message is mental health, workouts and energy, fertility, like I don't know what it could be. It could be anything that you're really good at, or that just lights you up. Young Living is like, it can go there, right? Because I mean, we all know we have like this catalog of products that's like mind-blowing and almost sometimes a little bit overwhelming. So don't let it overwhelm you. Literally, like you can see Young Living and all of the things that we offer as a buffet. This is what I tell my moms when we're talking about natural childbirth, and all the things that the hospital offers them as a help, sometimes as a help to their birth. We can see this as a buffet instead of like we have to eat every single thing or take every single thing from what's offered to us and we have to smush it all in our mouths at one time. We can see it as like, I'll pick and choose the things that are serving me right now. So what in Young Living, what can you pick and choose that goes with your message or that you're using and loving right now? You don't have to be, a walking billboard for the entire product catalog. Let me make sure my time is okay. Okay. So pick and choose, be more of whoever you are, be more of her or him. We always say like, tell your story. I don't want to just tell you to tell your story because I can tell my story, my story's old. Like I can tell my story. I want you to keep living your story. Like, don't just tell people what has happened, literally still live in who you are. And everybody's going to want a piece of who you are. And your people will find you because you're living your story instead of just telling it. Okay. So I heard this, I can't remember. I think it might've been Danielle Laporte, and I'll introduce you to her in a minute. But passion is the wind in your sails. You can't go anywhere without passion fueling you. So passion is the wind in your sails. And I want you to see Young Living and your product as just the rudder. That kind of like helps you decide where to go. But the wind in your sails is like who you are, your passion. Okay. Another lesson that I have learned in my 10 years is everything with open hands. This is another thing that I teach my moms when we are preparing for their birth. Literally anything that comes to you in your birth, you are surrendered and you have open hands. It's like this healthy detachment you have from what's going on in your body or what's going on in your business. Open hands to give to people and to receive whatever Young Living and your business journey has for you. Don't hold too tightly to anything. Okay. People are going to come and go. Ranks are going to come and go. Success, you're going to feel really successful sometimes. And other times you're going to feel like, dude, I'm in a pit. I'm the worst. And I need to crawl in a hole and die for a while. If you're holding it all loosely, none of it's defining you and none of it is totally derailing you and taking you out of your business. Okay. It's just another day, right? It's just another up and down that's coming to me. Because business is business, life is life, and that's what happens. This is one of the things that I look back on and I cringe just a little bit. I've taught a lot of things when teaching my team and supporting my team in the days that, I was like leading them. And one of the things that I'm kind of sad that I taught and that a message that I spoke was burn the boats. I want to tell you right now, don't burn the boats. And burning the boats just means like hitch yourself to one thing. I don't know how many times has somebody used, I'm not a farmer and I'm acting like I've ever hitched anything up to a horse ever. I've never have. But anyway, it's talking about don't burn the boats means like get rid of everything else and go in one direction and go only be really single-mindedly focused in one message, right? So I say now, don't burn the boats anymore. I wish I could just eat those words back up and like put them away like I had never said them before. Don't burn the boats, you guys. You can have many streams of income as long as you follow policy and procedures. And you can, Young Living can be one of them. Okay. So because here's the thing with longevity in business. And if you want to be with Young Living for a long time and let that be like a legacy income for you and to bless your family for many, many, many years, it is possible. But if you see it as like your only thing, those ups and downs that you feel, you're going to want to throw in the towel because it was your only thing. There wasn't anything else being a grounding for you in your business, right? So if you truly want longevity, you have to have open hands and don't burn the boats. Let Young Living come alongside other income streams as well in your life. Like I'm doing my doula business and, teaching about birth and all of these things. Like you can bring it all together because Young Living is so versatile and it's so lasting. It is not going anywhere. Okay. So open hands. You can have balance and a healthy detachment with your business and all of the outcomes that happen. I promise. I only have like a couple more things just to say because I know I'm at the end of my time. Okay. I love Danielle Laporte. Do you guys know who this is? She wrote a book called, I think she's written a couple of books, but one book that I just found that it's older, but I just found it. So I am acting like it's like the newest invention and I invented it. It is called The Firestarter Sessions. And it is so good. If you've read it, can you please tell me? This is like a guide to find what your thing is. Okay. So if you're listening to me and you're like, cute, like she really loves moms and babies, like that's weird. First of all, second of all, I don't have a thing. So all she's talking about like makes no sense. Read this book, dig into this book, actually listen to this book. She's got an amazing voice and you just want to listen to her. She's like, I don't know, she's like melting chocolate. Like her voice is just great. And she's also very funny. So anyway, I'm listening to it on audio, but I'm also going to buy the book because I just want to like write in it, I just want to like tear it up and bookmark it and earmark it and do all the things. So it's called The Firestarter Sessions. You need to read it. So good. She says in this book, which it's a quote from somebody else, and I don't know who it is, but this quote, literally, I was driving down the highway when I was listening to it and I missed my I was like driving down the highway and I missed the exit to my home. I was so amazed by, like, my mind just went poof, you know, and I just had to think about it so much that I missed my exit going home, which is like an exit I take all the time. So it's the antidote to exhaustion isn't rest, it's wholeheartedness. And when she said that, I just got lost in my own little world, obviously. The antidote to exhaustion isn't rest, it's wholeheartedness. Her name is Danielle Laporte, Laporte, maybe. Another quote that I've heard and that I've like, I don't even remember where I heard it, but inspiration without execution is poison. I want you to like think, like sit with this one for a minute. If you have inspiration, if you have something bubbling inside of you, like a message or like a program or an intent or a group of people you're supposed to serve or whatever, or a skill, and there's inspiration in here and you are not executing it, it's like poison in your body. And the reason that I know this is because I'm a mom. Okay. So I'm a mom of 4 kids and I have a lot, like you guys can tell, like I have a lot of energy and passion about certain things. And if I am like, I have an energy and passion for my children too, but I have energy and passion outside of my motherhood as well. And so if there's energy and passion inside of me and I have inspiration inside of me, but like I'm giving to something else that's not part of that inspiration, like pouring out to my children all the time and making no time to like execute my inspiration in other areas, it feels like poison. I feel frustrated. I feel dead inside. I feel like I almost feel like resentful toward my family because I'm not giving myself the time to execute my inspiration. Is that making sense? So if you have inspiration somewhere in there and you're burying it because you're giving your energy to something that isn't part of that inspiration, it can feel like poison. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. The more grounded you are in your identity and in who you are and what your message is, the less shaken you are by anything that happens in Young Living, in your business, in by like what feels like turmoil in the market, changes in how people are selling things, changes in your own organization and people that are leaving and people that are coming and what people are saying about you. The more grounded you are in who you are, the more you have this foundation to just like stay. You have staying power. Find your products, find your people, find your passion, and just love them hard and never, ever stop. Okay. And that is all I have to say. I'm way over time, which is like, that's my signature. Like I just go over time. But I'm done. Rita, back to you.
Ashley, wow. All the comments on Facebook and Zoom are just blowing up. Everyone is just feeling so grateful for everything that you've been sharing. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time and like just reminding everyone that you're meant to be here. Like if you just stumbled upon Young Living, like you're meant to be here. Like you have to remember your why. And it's not just by accident, right? Like I firmly believe that. And so thank you for sharing that. Like some of the things I wrote down just from your lessons, you talked a lot about energy and passion. And I think it's a good time right now to identify like if you're not feeling that energy and you're not feeling passion within Young Living in your business, why is that? What are those blocks? Like this is the time to bring awareness so that you can get clarity and set some new goals and also fix any routines or habits that are not serving you and not helping you be successful. So love that you talked a lot about passion, energy. And one thing that came to mind was being afraid to fail. That's something that I've had to learn through because you talked about execution and sometimes we're just too scared that we're going to fail or that people are going to think something and they just don't understand oil. So why should I even do it? But it's like, be afraid to fail. I can't tell you how many people have been scared to host an event or no one shows up. And then they give it another go and they double the attendance or they have a couple of enrollments later down the road or someone they talk to 6 months later, they're finally ready to join the business. Have you seen that, Ashley? Just it's a long-term game, right?
Yeah. And can I just say something? Like
yeah.
if you have an event that that isn't even like, you don't even have to gear it. It doesn't have to say like, this is an oil event, everyone. Like you can have an event if you tailor your event around your message and your passion and the thing that like, if, listen, you guys, I have a book club once a month in my house because dude, I just love to read. And I like just get people in your home and you're not going to be so attached to, did I fail? Is it a business fail? If you make it about the thing that you love to do and just who you are, instead of about let's grow my business, your business is going to grow. If you've got people in your life, your business is growing. Like it is going to grow. There's no chance it won't. So just, I don't know, like it's that healthy detachment. Anyway, I just like do your events and do them about yourself, about who you are, and people are going to come to that. And oils will always be talked about.
Yes, and it's just building your community. You don't have to go in and if like your only focus is I have to enroll today. That's great. Like we want people to be driven, but it's also like, can I just bring community together today? Can that be enough? And plant the seeds. So we could go on and on about all the wonderful things you shared, but like really, I think it's about getting grounded right now, understanding if you need to make some tweaks. Do you have that passion right now? And if not, like, let's get you there. And then also, what can you do to help with the execution piece? I think those were like the biggest highlights for me. So Ashley, it's been such a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that joined. Let us know in the comments, like, what was your favorite thing? What was your biggest takeaway? And don't forget, we have another win the week. It's actually our last one. And in case you missed it, we did change the date. It'll be Tuesday, the 19th. So make sure to join us. We'll have our general manager of the US, Jesse Nelson, hosting. And we'll also have some special guests, including our co-founder and CEO, Mary Young. So don't miss it. Our last one of the year. It'll be right here on this page or on Zoom. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.